It's very important to take the time to educate your customers about your products and what your products do. So in this video, what you're going to see me do is take some time. It just takes a couple of minutes. Talk to the customers, let them know what our product is, what it does, and what they can expect from it. So in this video, woman's concerned about the rain washing off our product. You hear that a lot. You hear it all the time in the field. People don't think you should be spraying because it's going to rain in a few minutes, or it's going to rain in an hour, or it's going to rain tomorrow. So if you take the time to explain to your customers that our products etch into the foliage, it's almost like a glue additive we put on there to help hold everything in place, and then explain, where the mosquitoes go, how the mosquitoes react, how we attack them, and what our products are capable of doing. So if you take that time to go through those steps, you'll find that customers are way more understanding, and then the next time you come, and if it does happen to rain right after you left, they already had this conversation with you, and they know they're kind of at ease with everything, and they're not worried that your product isn't going to work. So you're saving yourself a lot of troubles down the road if you just take a couple of minutes and explain things ahead of time to the customers. And one of the things that we do too is there's a welcome letter that we put out for all of our new customers, and in that welcome letter we explain to them all these different things about how our products react, what they do in the rain, so on and so forth. And it really tends to put the customers at ease.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
No rain yet. We're happy about that.
I know. Isn't that something this year?
Well, I mean, we need rain. No, there's always it rains all the time, and we thought it was going to rain all day today.
Yeah.
I was like, no. So I'm like, hopefully he'll come in the morning, and we don't have rain yet.
We try to work around these storms all we can.
Oh my God.
But our products actually etch right into like the leaves and everything.
Right.
They etch right in almost instantly. So even if it rains, even if it rains, it doesn't matter. And what most people don't understand too is, like, if you ever look at a leaf, see how they're.
Like, why do you put it in the leaves?
Because
for the mosquitoes?
Yeah, because mosquitoes like shade. That's why they're really in the shaded areas, like especially underneath like these ferns.
Yeah.
Because it's shady underneath. Mosquitoes will hold underneath your eaves of your house. That's why we spray that.
Yeah.
Because they literally hang upside down like this.
Just waiting.
Just waiting. And they sit up here because it's shady. If they were on the top, they'd be exposed to the sunlight, which they don't like.
Sure.
So that's why we aim to try to get underneath everything. Right. And so if you ever watch rain, or you wonder about rain, watch a leaf one time. Leaves, here, I'll just grab one. So this, for example, they have this kind of a wax coating on them on both sides, okay? But when the rain comes, rain hits this, and what does it do? It runs off. It runs off. It doesn't even get to the bottom of it. Okay. But ours, even if it did, our stuff etches right in, and you'll see us like we're going up and down with our wand.
Spraying, yeah.
Yeah, to try to coat the whole thing. But even though we know the mosquitoes don't go on top, they're underneath.
And I always thought they were kind of surface-ish, like with standing water and stuff like that.
They do go to the standing water.
That's where they hang out.
That's where they hang out. They'll go to the standing water to A, drink, and then B, lay their eggs. So, and that's why we use like insect growth regulators if we have bad area like standing water.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah, so yours, they're coming in, and when they land on the foliage, they die.
Since we've had it, I mean, last time, I don't know who, I think she said Jeremiah or somebody, I think whoever looked at the thing said that, so it was here. Amazing. And we've been here, and we've not had anything, and we've sat out on our deck, and normally in previous years, you're like, I'm going in.
Yeah, as soon as dust starts to come.
Really, and you think it's weird because you would think they'd be over there. They're going to obviously come over here.
Yep.
But they'd probably just stay there.
It creates a barrier because what happens when they do come in towards evening, they come to the edges like this because now they can come out and play. They're looking for the blood meal. Yeah. So they come out here, and as soon as they land on the foliage, they're waiting for something to come by they can get the blood meal from. It absorbs into them, and then they die. So as they keep coming,
that's how it goes.
Yep. Okay. As they keep coming, they land in the foliage. When they do, they drop over dead. And plus, there's a smell that goes off. That's why we create like a barrier, like a square, so that just the smell itself they claim, and I don't know how they came to this, but they say a mosquito can smell 10,000 times more than a human.
I believe that.
Yeah,
and
they
find us very quickly.
Sure, yeah, exactly. So they can find you like from a quarter of a mile away. They can hone in on that carbon dioxide that's coming out.
Here we go.
Yes, yes. So that's why sometimes they come in off the lake. And the best thing you can do, if a swarm comes in off the lake, go in the house for 10 minutes. They will land on the foliage because they can't stay in the air very long. If you ever watch a mosquito, he'll hover
They do land.
and then he'll land.
Yeah, even if it's in the house, they don't move around. They
Yep,
land.
they have to land. They're not that strong, you know.
Okay.
So, yeah, just go in the house for a few minutes. They land on the stuff we sprayed, and then they're dead. So that's how it works.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I'll say, our other dog passed away last year from a tick bite, and it had the medicine.
Same thing. Yep.
And we didn't know. We figured, they get the medicine. They were twins. And we're like, they get the medicine, blah, blah. It was 6 months later, we were back in Arizona, and she's like, she was having seizures.
Sure.
And there were 3 signs. I forget what they were. Something with the eyes, the seizure, and something else. And she said, we tested the blood. She's got such and such antibody.
Mm-hmm.
Were you up north? And like Flagstaff. I go, no. I go, but we have a cabin in northern Wisconsin. And she said, they're there. They're up. This particular one is there.
Sure.
And she said, there's not much. It was already 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so after that, like last summer when we were here just with this one, I was carrying her everywhere because I was just panicked.
Sure.
Because we found we don't let them run around through this.
Mm-hmm.
They run up the road. They do a little bit up in here.
Sure.
But we would find occasional, probably in a season, we'd find 5.
Mm-hmm. But without it, what would happen?
Well, without the medicine, they would come on us. I
Yeah.
mean, they don't die. They don't die.
Yep.
But now, last year was the first year we had you guys. We did not find a single tick.
Really?
And I mean, I was watching her more.
That's
but
fantastic.
This year, I'm not even. We don't let them run, so they would not. But even
Sure.
up in here, I'm letting her go up there, and I've not seen a single one.
Right.
So.
And the big difference too, I just had this conversation with my previous customer 20 minutes ago. And she told me, she said, if you really think about it, she's like, they have the pills you can give the dogs now and all that. She's like, who wants whatever medicine, whatever poison they're using to kill the ticks?
Yeah.
Who would want to take that and have it in your dog? And she's like, and even rubbing it on. Because if we rub something on our skin, it absorbs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And the only reason I couldn't put the drops on the 2 of them was because they'd sniff each other, and then I tried that one time, and they were just, they couldn't even stand it.
Yeah.
So I did the pill, and then found out that, that kills the tick, but it doesn't kill the disease they bit them with.
Right, yeah. So what have you gained?
Right, right.
Better
So
off
now
to
we're
just
just
kill
really-
them and
Yeah.
And not only that, like I said, our stuff etches in. That's why we say just let it dry. Just give us 5 minutes and let it dry.
Yeah.
A day like
That's
today.
what I said. I'm like, get her back in there.
Oh, sure, yeah. And we always watch
Today
out
it should
for them.
dry pretty quick, and
Absolutely.
like I say, we're knocking on something because.
Oh, well, that's great.
This one has not had anything in the 2 years we've used you, so.
Well, that's fantastic. We appreciate having you.
The mosquitoes are annoying, but the tick is worrisome because of what we had. Is this what happened with your?
Yeah, that's Jerry Lee. Yeah, he died Lyme's.
So yours was Lyme.
His was Lyme's, yep.
And that's hard to find. I mean, you can't find that on even a white dog.
Yeah, and not only that, they call it, what do they call it? Osteo something or whatever. It's a form of Lyme's. That's what they are.
Yeah.
And mosquitoes are finding are transferring Lyme's disease now. And, yep. And my father-in-law's in a wheelchair. My daughter has it. Her kids have it because of ticks. And now they're claiming the mosquitoes are passing it because they land on deer that are infected.
Absolutely.
And then they come and land on you.
They can carry Lyme.
Yes. Yeah, wait till that hits us,
Right.
We'll get as many as we can.
All right.
So I took the time to explain everything to the customer, and at the end of the day, they really appreciate you taking that time to explain things to them. Because for us, we tend to sometimes as technicians, we think that the customer should know what our products do or how they react to the weather and the environment and the bees and the birds and all that stuff. We take it for granted that they should know these things. They don't know these things. So by taking those couple of minutes and taking the time to explain it to them, you've really helped benefit your business because now that customer feels more connected to you And they're not so apt to fire you either, because they know you're a genuine person, that you know what you're talking about, and you've explained everything to them, and they really appreciate that. So I highly suggest, even though it's time consuming, take a couple of minutes for every customer, walk them through the steps, your procedures, and you will find that more and more of these customers will stay with you because of that.